There's another one over there. Oh, that's a diamond potential level 2 right there. He goes up to 260. All right, let's see if we can get him. What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the Hunter Call the Wild. So like I mentioned at the end of last episode, we are here in Ep29. Of course, we came here because the story missions are really quick. Just basically take a hike around one of these hiking trails. I don't exactly remember which way we're going to go, but I know you basically just make a loop around a hiking trail, and then that is it pretty much. So we'll go ahead and grab this outpost. And then our second objective is we just got to go in here to where he's set up our cabin. It's right here. And he left us some pastries here.
I know. I can't stop stuffing my face either.
Eat them all. I'm going to change up our loadout a little bit real quick before we keep going. Alright, so we got our loadout figured out, and I went with a weird loadout. So we got the Marathi, which is going to be good for classes 3 to 8. Then we got the air gun, which is good for classes 2 to 4. And followed up by the 22 pistol, just for some longer range class 1 shots if we see geese or ducks or something on the ground. And then, of course, the shotgun. I went with a 20 gauge semi-auto shotgun, and I believe this came from the duck DLC. I think there's 3 20 gauge semi-auto shotguns that come with that. So I went with that. We may end up switching this out for the Strandberg 10 gauge. But here is the trailhead, and this is where we're starting our story missions. Here's our first brown bear we see. I almost didn't even see that guy. The level 6 male. So one of the really interesting things about Ep29 is the this map actually has 19 species that you can hunt on it, but 13 of them are birds. So you got 5 upland game birds, you got 5 duck species, 3 goose species, and then you got 6 mammals. And those mammals are you got mountain hare, raccoon dogs, Eurasian lynx, white-tailed deer, brown bear, and moose. So there's not a huge variety of mammals on this map to hunt, but the main focus here is going to be birds, obviously. So once we finish our story missions, we'll set up a couple of duck and goose layouts and see if we can find some waterfowl. And then obviously we'll be looking out for some upland game birds as well. We got grouse and ptarmigan to watch out for while we're walking. And then also we'll probably go walk around specifically looking for them as well. All right, he left us some mosquito spray here on in this campsite. Well, we finally made it down to some water, and despite it being 9:30, I don't actually see any whitetail drinking down here, so we'll just keep on hiking. Oh, we got an aggressive capercaillie. Oh, are you serious? Well, see, I know we killed him. I think he fell right over here. Okay, here we go. Here's some blood. I honestly was expecting him to fall a little faster than than he did. Okay, here we go. We finally found him. That one was a little bit tricky, but we found him. So yeah, there we go. Got our first Kipper Kelly. He was actually a pretty good one too, because they go diamond at 4.64. He was 4.07, but he was only a level 2. So, all right, got our first kill on Revontuli, and it happened to be an aggressive Kipper Kelly. Now, I heard something whistle at me over here, but I was taking screenshots of that Kipper Kelly and didn't check it to see what it was. Oh well. Well, that Caper Cayley had a feed zone, but since he was a solo, it deleted once we harvested him. All right, and from what I can remember, this is the only part of the story missions that is not just like hiking. So we gotta put the rocks in the sauna, and then we gotta sit in a sauna. And I actually think that it resets our time when we sit in here, but let's see. All right, there we go. Placed our rocks, and oh yeah, so it doesn't reset the whole time. You just choose when you want to rest. So there we go. I'm assuming I guess you can rest here anytime, but there's no travel point here, so it's either bugged or you can rest here anytime. All right, well, the lake over here where the sauna was, sauna's right over there. It didn't have any whitetail when we came up to it. And then this lake that's right here next to it, that far bank's too far to be able to see. But right over there near that boat, there's actually a herd. It's got, I see one buck and a couple of does, but I'm going to run over here to the side real quick and just see if I can see around that hill. Just to check and see if there's a good buck with them. Alright, well, managed to get around there where I could see all those deer, and it was just 3. It's 2 does and then that 1 level 2 buck. He was a good looking buck, but he only went up to 223, so we will keep on moving. All right, we had a warning call from a lynx right over here. I don't have any confidence that it's still here, but we got the air gun. Oh, it is still there. It's a level 4. And we got it. Lynx down with the air gun. How about that? That's so cool. Had it been any bigger, there's no way it would have stayed there. Look at that. That's a cool shot. And that's a cool screenshot. I'm going to get a couple. I think that's the closest I've ever gotten to a lynx and actually got it killed. Normally they run long before I'm able to get a shot on them. And that also leveled us up to 39. So one more level and we'll get us a new point to spend. Oh, and since it is a weekend, well, today's Friday, we got another $500 for killing predators with a past harvest check. Let's see. Oh, we also get bear and uncommon and rare fur type. Okay. Sweet. I'll take an extra 500. Let's see. And same thing here is with that Caper Kelly, whatever. His rest zone disappeared because he was a solo. We got another tiny little level 2 moose right there. But I came down here off the trail just to see if we had any whitetail deer at this lake because we are at 11:45, so we're almost out of their drink time. So this is probably going to be our last chance to catch them drinking. At least during the story missions here, so I just wanted to walk down here and see what we got. Yeah, we actually got some deer down here. There's a level 2 there. He is really wide but sparse. He goes up to 222. And then we got a little narrow guy right there, 180. Oh, there's a couple more. 168 and a little level 1. So that's actually 3 nice level 2s there in this little herd. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh, that's a diamond potential level 2 right there. He goes up to 260. So we got to try to get within range. What we got with us, of course, is the Marati, but the only problem we got is it only goes up to 150 yards, or 150 meters is all it sights up to. So, what was that? Oh, a rock ptarmigan. Anyways, would these guys only, or would this only sighten up to 150? I think we're at like 170 right here, so I can hold over a little bit. Oh, there's another one. Ah, he's a smaller one. All right, let's see if we can get him. Yep, dropped him. All right, well, the penetration on the Marati is absolutely insane. So we'll see here in a second, but I will not be surprised if that bullet just absolutely punched from his chest all the way through and out one of his rear legs. Oh, that's all the ones that just ran. It actually looks like we had another little group over here around the corner. Oh. Pulled out the wrong gun. There you go. That's for hitting me. Oh, we got another one? Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot him when he's jumping. Okay, well. What? We're in the middle of the highway here. I wonder what made them run all the way back. I don't know. They're still coming. I'm about to start directing traffic over here. All right, let's grab this dude. And he's just a gold. He scored 219. So, yeah, so you can see there, penetration-wise, I mean, we destroyed him. All right. Cool, we got that. Now let's run over here and grab our first guy that run into us. It's probably good I didn't just start blasting all them that were running by, because I'd hate to delete these zones. It looked like there was a good many deer around here. And yeah, same thing, but exact opposite on this guy. And this one, instead of penetrating here and running through, it came back here and ran this way. There we go. Yeah. So we got a couple zones here, and I think it looked like there were more over here that I just didn't see to begin with. So luckily this lake is the one right here next to the starting zone. So we got a outpost to go to check. But we'll get out of the highway over here and head towards our next objective. Get back to our hike. And I was just thinking, I actually put the first aid kits back up in our storage since we didn't have any like predators on this map. But I wasn't expecting to get run over by a bunch of whitetail. It's a female rock ptarmigan. If she holds still, we may get her with the 22 here. Yep. It looked like it might be a neck shot. And it was. Almost a headshot. There we Oh, I forgot. They have to be in the air. So she was just grounded. All right. Sweet. Still $962 for that. That's good.
We have the golden eye, which I remember because Pierce Brosnan. He's good, James. And maybe birds keep secrets. So if you listen, you can usually hear them.
We just seem to be in the way of everybody today.
When I want to get
So fun fact about this little area right here is I mentioned in one of the New England episodes that my first ever diamond in this game was a moose. And I actually have a screenshot. It was laying somewhere right here on this shelf. I'll put up the screenshot if I find it. But right over there, there was actually a drink zone for moose, and there was a level 5 and a pretty big level 4. The level 5, I ended up shooting him first, obviously, and he scored 286. And then the level 4, I ended up getting a shot on him as well, and I think he scored in the high 260s. I don't remember, but he was a big gold. And they actually ran across one of the shallow parts of the water over there, and both died next to each other right here on this shelf. And like I said, if I find that screenshot, I'll put it up for you guys to see. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Getting my first diamond right here. It was actually while I was doing the story missions. I just happened to look over there and saw them. Even though we got some deer coming over here towards us, I'm gonna put down a tent right here. That's gonna scare them. Oh, there was a moose there too. The only reason I put it down is because I didn't think there was a moose over here. Well, dang it. I hope he wasn't a big one. Well, the only reason I was putting down that tent is because there's an outpost right there. And I don't want to go over there and get it yet. Alright, I found the tracks, and it is a max weight track, so we're gonna follow those and see if we can run into him. Okay, well, I looked around and I didn't actually find any more tracks from him. It was just that one set of tracks is all I could find. So, that sucks, but I forgot about this part. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do this part because I only have the Marathi with us. And he wants to target practice. So it only sights up to 150. And that's what... Something just pushed me. That was weird. My hands were not on my keyboard. Anyways, but the first target's at 150, and that's the highest that the Marathi sights up to, so this is going to be interesting depending on where the next targets are.
remember to compensate for the drop by shooting slightly above the target.
All right, so here's our next target, and it is 200 meters. So I got to hold over a little bit, and this is a slow-moving bullet, so I think that first mil dot down is 200, but I might be totally wrong. We'll just have to see. Yep, I was wrong. Okay, it was halfway between the first mil dot and the crosshair. And now this one's going to be the one that's going to suck, probably.
Somewhere around here.
Well, I guess not too bad. It's 250 meters. There's a little level 1 buck there. Level 2, I don't know. Anyway, 250 meters. So maybe if 200 was halfway between the first mil dot and the center, then maybe 250 is the first mil dot. We'll give that a shot. And if this were to hit, could you imagine being the deer sitting right there and all of a sudden that gong goes off? I'm gonna crouch just to get a little steadier of a shot. All right. It wasn't there. It was just barely above that first mil dot. So there we go. And I guess we actually have 4 targets to shoot, so this one is going to be the one that sucks. 300 meters. So I haven't shot the Moratti much at all before, so I don't have a clue where this is going to hit. I'm going to try the second mil dot. Nope. Okay, there we go. So if you look at the number of rounds that are missing, I shot a few times at it, and I actually, just to be transparent, I looked up real quick on Google where the holdover is for the Hyperion on the Moratti for 300 meters. And the chart is weird. I don't really understand all the numbers that they've put on here, but 300 meters, it says, is basically it's just past the first dot, because 267 meters is right on the first dot. So the shot that hit, I basically put the bottom of the first dot on top of the target, and it hit. So there you go. All right, so here in Reventuli, they've got these little rowboats that you can use to get across the water in certain places. And this is the next part of our mission. He said to take the last leg by boat, which basically all it is just fast travel, as you can see. It just took us straight across here. All right, and that is the end of it. I waited for him to finish his little song, and he finally got back to us with the answer for the riddle he asked us earlier. Something about squirrels. I wasn't paying attention, but now that he's done, we are totally done with the story missions. As you can see, there's none left. And go back to the map here. So basically, it is just you start off on a hiking trail over here at the start. You go around this way on the trail, and you end up right here. Take the boat across, and you're done. As you can see, I dropped some tents periodically on our way around, just so I had quick fast travel to get out to some of these outposts that I skipped on my way around. But that is it. So now we'll mainly be doing some bird hunting. I'll probably go down somewhere here on the south end and set us up a couple setups for ducks and maybe geese. Might set up something up here in the north end for Canadian geese, because I think it's up in here somewhere that's really good for Canadian geese. But I also really like this area for deer and moose, so I may check that. And then I think up here in the northwestern corner of the map is kind of up in the mountains, and I think that is really a good area for some of the upland game birds. So it's real open too. There's not a lot of trees for us to have to deal with, so we'll probably go up there as well. But until next time, I really do appreciate you guys watching all the videos, and I will see y'all in the next one.